KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. How are you? Gary Garver here on your Thursday morning. Hopefully you're starting off your morning on a nice peaceful note. The weekend's almost here. Labor Day, another long 3-day holiday, and then September rolls around, and then everything gets really chaotic, right? But enjoy your weekend. College football season's kicking off. Looking forward to that. And also, the Dodgers are playing a big series against Arizona. The Dodgers are only one game out of first place, and Arizona's in first place, so that's going to be very interesting. I'd go to the game, but man, I mean, you know, I said it earlier in the week that I've gone to a couple Dodger games. I love the Dodgers, and I like going to the games and things like that. It's a lot of fun. But it's so expensive to go, for Christ's sake. I guess they do have $5 tickets. They were advertising $5 tickets at Dodger Stadium. So I mean, if you really want to go to the game tonight, they do have $5 tickets on sale. But then the parking's $25. Hot dogs are $6.50. The beers are $15. So there you go. I'd rather watch it at home and just get loaded there. All right, listen. I guess John McCain's first funeral. He's having many memorials and funerals happening over the next few days. And I guess his first funeral in Arizona is happening as we speak. Joe Biden is going to be the person that eulogizes him. A lot of athletes are going to be there. Larry Fitzgerald, the wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, is going to be there. I believe one of the players for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Luis Gonzalez. So, I mean, McCain had a lot of different friends from all different walks of life. But this is really interesting. They're going to have the main funeral, the big one with Obama and George Bush doing the eulogies, is going to be happening Saturday morning in Washington, D.C., and it's noteworthy to note Sarah Palin was not invited to the funeral. You know who Sarah Palin is? She ran with John McCain as his vice president nominee, and she was really screwed him up. You can see how much John McCain thought of her. He's like that F. I want to cuss, I want to use that B word, but I better not. Cost me the presidential election. How did I screw that one up? You know what I mean? I'm sure he kicked himself, for the last 10 years about that one. All not attending is Trump. We know that. And who is attending? This is really far out. John McCain's mother, not grandmother, but mother, 106 mom to attend his Washington services. Yes, John McCain's mother is 106 years old, Roberta McCain. She will be attending the service for late son John McCain. So that's pretty far out. I mean, 106 years old. She's still getting around and stuff like that. So God bless her. John McCain's mother will be attending his funeral in Washington. But Sarah Palin and Donald Trump will not be attending the funeral. I wonder what Donald Trump's thinking right now. I guess Lindsey Graham was really upset what Trump did or didn't say about John McCain when he passed on. Actually said he really pissed him off that what Trump said about McCain. Basically, he didn't say anything. So here's John McCain from the afterlife via Robert De Niro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert De Niro.
I'm going to say one thing. Trump.
This John McCain channeling Robert De Niro.
It's no longer down with Trump, it's Trump.
There you go. I'm sure John McCain felt the same way about Donald Trump. F Trump. A lot of people feel that way about Trump. But he's the president, man, for however long we got left of him. I don't know if the House of Representatives goes to the Democrats in November. impeachment is right around the corner, at least impeachment proceedings, and then all hell's going to be breaking loose, and then the Robert Mueller investigation comes out, and all the craziness is going to be happening. Okay, well, listen, let's, I've been playing these interviews. I pulled a bunch of interviews from years ago, and this one I'm going to do right now. I've got like 6 or 7 of them to play today, if I get to them. I got like Rick Dees, and I want to replay the Usher and Snoop Dogg one. We have Kelsey Grammer, but I want to play Brad Garrett because he's got a new show coming up in September called Single Parents, I think it is. But here's Brad Garrett. Now, if you know who Brad Garrett is, he was the brother on Everybody Loves Raymond. Brad, ask a couple questions.
Sure. Is it going to hurt?
I don't think so.
Go ahead. I'm sweating like Mike Tyson at a spelling bee, so please go slow.
Hey, have you ever taken Prozac?
I'm on it now.
Ever smoked marijuana?
I don't remember.
Do you consider yourself average or above average in penis length?
In penis length, I'll tell you, I'm happy with the 2 inches I got. You know what I mean? I get an erection, I got to take her word for it. I'm at that point. Because I'm not in proportion. You know, if I was, I wouldn't be at the Emmys. You know, I'd be with Zena in the back of the car going, louder!
How often do you masturbate?
How often do I masturbate? What time? What's it, 3:30?
Yeah.
I just think it's having sex with someone you love. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
How many dates do you have with a woman before you introduce anal sex?
How many days with a woman before?
Dates.
How many dates with a woman before anal sex? That usually happens over the phone, Skipper. I don't know how you do it, but you are straight, right?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay, I love the hair. The 80s come back, we're in, right?
Would you ever commit?
Bobby Sherman called needs the head back.
Really? Would you ever commit a homosexual act for $1 million?
Are you kidding? I once did it for a 72 Pinto.
You enjoy the benefits of Viagra?
You know what? It's really funny. I took Viagra once, and I had a chubby. I'll tell you what was scary. We were supposed to have a little love, and then go downstairs in Vegas, do a little gambling show, and God love it, the pony was just. And for 7 hours, I sat there, and she's a Jewish broad, so she was in the lobby going, "I'm leaving." So it really wasn't what I expected.
How do you feel about Howard Stern?
Who?
Howard Stern?
He's the king, man. He's the king. He won't have me on because I'm a tall Jew. And I know how he... Speaking of hung like a hamster, I got him beat. That's about it. Robin Givens, big Uncle Tom. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that bothers me. I wish that she could be, go for it as opposed to, yeah, Howard, sure, Howard.
It's Quivers, not Givens. I said Robin Givens.
Oh, it's Quivers?
It's Quivers.
Oh, she's cool. But that Givens chick, forget about that. Where is she? She's doing, I think she's doing Nanny Get Your Gun with Don Knotts. Isn't she? Yeah. What happened to the guy that stutters? He lose his contract or what?
No, he's still doing it.
Okay.
I'm just out here in L.A.
Man, you're doing cool. You're doing cool.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
Oh,
All right, there you go. Anyways, Brad Garrett's new show, Single Parents, debuting, I believe, on, I don't know what channel it is. I think it's ABC, CBS, or NBC, one of those three. I don't even care. I never watch any shows on any of those 3 channels, tell you the truth. Maybe 60 Minutes. I watch 60 Minutes. That's about it. But anyways, Single Parents is his new show coming up in September. And, I asked him about, do you enjoy the benefits of Viagra? Check this out. This is sort of interesting. Olive oil could be better than Viagra, study says. Yes, men who followed a Mediterranean diet were less likely to be impotent, according to a new study. Consuming at least 9 weekly tablespoons of olive oil was also linked to higher levels of testosterone. Yes, to deal with impotence, a new study from Greece suggests, and not, by the way, I'm Greek, I'm half Greek, suggests that all you need to do is include a few more spoons of olive oil in your diet. In fact, it could end up being more effective than any drug treatment, the researchers said. It says, this is what the researchers say, okay, not me. Long-term lifestyle habits on diet and exercise seem to have a major impact on not only our arteries, but also our quality of life, including sexual capacity from middle-aged to elderly population. Okay, so there you go. Consuming olive oil and sticking to a Mediterranean diet keeps a man's bedroom chances high. Or well, I've been an advocate. I told you many times, man, about exercising. I didn't know about olive oil. I mean, I'm gonna go get a big bottle of olive oil and just drop a teaspoon a day. And I cook with butter, so I'm just gonna start using olive oil. I mean, not that I have a problem being impotent or anything like that, but why not? If it's gonna help, it's gonna help. Any little bit right? All right, it is Control Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Get your olive oil, guys. You know, it's better than Viagra. Wow. I got other stories to tell about, too. All right.
It's Controlled Chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM, KCAA, NBC News Talk Radio.
Hey, this is Gary Garver. You know, I've been having trouble getting a good night's sleep lately. Maybe you have, too. Well, if you have been, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study to help you find out how to get a great night of sleep. I've been having sleeping issues during the night lately for a number of reasons. South Pacific Sleep Lab evaluated me with an overnight study of my sleep pattern. With their professional staff, they were able to provide me with a diagnosis of my sleep pattern, and ever since, I haven't had much of a problem getting a great night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including one in Fontana, and they will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just give them a call at 844-SAD-5050 to schedule your appointment today. That's 844-SAD-5050.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
In his book, From the Trench to the Bench, Judge Herb Dodell demystifies the legal system, including both civil and criminal, the lawyers, the judges, and the process. As a judge, former deputy district attorney, and criminal defense attorney, he knows the legal system. He has the inside information that you need to pick a lawyer, and he's here to give it to you. No matter what you're facing that makes you think you may need a lawyer, Judge Herb will shed valuable light on your situation and reveal your best options and many secrets of how the judicial system actually works. To find out more about how the legal system really works, you can get your copy of Judge Herb Dodell's eye-opening book, From the Trench to the Bench, at Amazon.com.
Harrison, how you doing? What would you be doing if you weren't an actor?
Don't know.
What's the likelihood that there will actually be one more Indiana Jones movie?
I'm delighted. I think they're great movies, and I'm looking forward to starting the next one.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why did you turn down the role of Meathead in All in the Family?
It was a long time ago. I can't quite remember, but worked out well for other people.
Would you consider yourself a hero for helping rescue children?
No. Me and 200 other people that just didn't get mentioned somehow.
When you measure your penis, from where do you start measuring?
Hi, how are you?
Gary Garver and Chicken Jones. Controlled Chaos. NBC Talk Radio, KCAA 1050 AM.
From the four corners of the world, dumbing down his IQ so you can understand him. It's Gary Garver.
Hell, I can't even understand myself half the time. All right, Control Chaos, KCAA. I'm Gary Garver, and I just read a story about olive oil being as good or better than taking Viagra. I'm going to start using olive oil whenever I cook, because normally when I'm cooking and making steaks or whatever, I always use butter. I'm going to start using olive oil. Screw it. Why not? Hey, you know what? It helps arteries out, and it's so important. And I was talking to my buddy Elon, who's 94 years old, yesterday. And, we're talking about, one of his cousins just passed on. He's got to go to Jamaica in a couple of weeks, and we were just talking about health and how lucky he is to be alive, and you know, at 94, be able to still hit a golf ball. And I feel the same way, even at 56, is that, you know, and I told him, man, you know, and I think the reason he likes me is because he knows that I keep him young by the physical activity I do. And it's so important, man. It's so, people are lazy nowadays. They just can't get off their ass and go walk for 10 or 15 minutes, get some fresh air, or, you know, just move around or stretch. If you have a pool, you know, a great exercise, I'm telling you, a great exercise to do is go to your, if you have a pool, okay, and a lot of people do, go in your pool and just stretch your muscles out and stuff like that. It's so important. We take our health for granted so bad. And then we get sick, and we're like, "Oh, why are we sick?" And you know, everybody, I'm sick. I'm sick. No, man. You can prevent it, man. You can prevent it by physical activity. I do physical activity every day, and I will continue to do it. I mean, whether I walk the golf course carrying my golf bag, or I'll be at the gym, or washing your car, you can do it. I'll go in the pool and just stretch out. I always stretch out in the pool. I mean, I'm constantly doing stretches in the pool. It's such great. It's for your mobility. It's so good for you. Speaking of, I'm doing a health thing today, man. We're all about health. This is pretty wild. You want to get paid to eat avocados? Go to Loma Linda University. They are going to pay you to eat avocados. There's a study going on. Researchers from Loma Linda University, Penn State, Tufts University, and UCLA will pay to eat avocados every day for 6 months. Researchers are calling it the Habitual Diet and Avocado Trial. They're looking for 1,000 participants to help figure out whether avocados actually help with weight loss. Actually, avocados are a rich source of heart-healthy fats that can help cholesterol, but there are concerns that this fruit is not as healthy as it may seem. I mean, I love avocados. I eat avocados with everything. I should do this study, but they're only paying you $300 to do it, and I don't feel like jumping through hoops and driving down to UCLA or Loma Linda University to do the trial. But you can. Check this out. A study in the Journal of American Heart Association found that replacing saturated fats with one avocado each day could result in lower blood pressure. Penn State researchers plan to examine this idea by monitoring not just the effects of fats, but the health outcome related to a cardiovascular disease. Each university is looking for 250 avocado lovers who are willing to eat one avocado per day or 2 per month. To qualify, you must be 25 years or older and measure at least 35 to 40 inches around the waist, depending on gender. Well, I'm still at a 32 at my age. I'm proud of that, man. I'm proud of that. I only weigh 165. I'm 5'11", 165. I'm very proud of that. I was up to like 175, and I was like, man, you know, I just started running. I started doing a lot of cardiovascular, and I'm down to 165, so I'm very proud of that. So anyways, if you want to get paid, they're paying you $300 for the study, okay? It's for 6 months. All you have to do is eat one avocado per day and go down, and then you have to go down to the university and have them monitor you with an MRI. But hey, if you're out of a job, you love avocados, and you want to get a few extra bucks, go to Loma Linda University or UCLA. They're going to pay you to eat avocados, okay? I love it. Also, one other thing, and because my brother is on this kick, you know, I'm a caregiver for my younger brother, Scott, and I've been taking care of him for now 4 years, going on 5. And, of course, I got to feed him. Every morning before I do the show, I make him melted cheese on toast, and I make hard-boiled eggs. Well, I make the hard-boiled eggs the night before. But he's eating like 2 or 3 hard-boiled eggs every day, and I got to tell him about this. He goes, reasons to eat an everyday check this out. They're giving reasons to eat an egg every day. There's a lot of good health reasons to eat an egg every day. I'm just going to give you a few of them. It could boost your energy levels naturally. Okay, eggs can do that, eating 1 egg a day, 1 or 2 eggs a day. It could help your hair grow faster. I got plenty of hair, so if you're going bald or whatever, you're losing a little hair, eat some eggs. Maybe it'll help you out, okay? It can improve your eyesight. Well, that's interesting. My eyesight is going. So I'm going to start eating some hard-boiled eggs, too. Other things that eggs can do. It could prevent heart disease. Recent studies showed that people who ate 1 egg per day had a lower risk of heart disease and stroke than those who avoided eggs. So go ahead and eat eggs, okay? And one other thing, it boosts your brain function. So eggs, they're very good. They boost your brain function, prevent heart disease, and it could raise your good cholesterol too. What is going on next door? Oh my God! I swear to God, they're doing construction next door, right in this building, and they have literally no respect for my show at all. So during the break, I'm gonna have to go in there and raise hell as usual. There's always something here. It's always chaotic here at the studio. It sounds like there's an airplane flying over me. I know you guys probably can't hear it. Maybe you can. But it is. It feels like I feel like a jet is flying over me right now as we speak. All right, let's do some more interviews. All right, or you know what? I want to do this story. I think I might be getting replaced over at KCAA because I got this story from one of the people over there, one of the head honchos over there at KCAA, and it's an email saying, "Ask yourself these questions about your current talk show host." Okay. Oh my God, it's so annoying, man. I feel like can I just have some dead air for like a minute and just go over there and tell them I'm doing a talk show? All right? I'm doing a talk show. Shut up. Jesus Christ. All right, sorry about that. All right. It's just so annoying, man. Because I tell them they know that I'm doing a talk show. I tell them over and over again. Hey, they don't care. They don't care. They just, maybe I should get ice on them, if you know what I mean. All right, okay, ask yourself these questions about your talk show host. So I'm going to ask these questions of myself, okay? These are questions I'm going to ask myself about me being a talk show host, okay? Is your talk show host engaging? Am I engaging? I don't know. Maybe sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're on the game, sometimes you're not. Okay, so sometimes, is your talk show host engaging? Sometimes. Does he enjoy being on the air? Do I really have to answer that honestly? I guess sometimes that's another sometimes. Sometimes I do enjoy being on the air, and sometimes I dread it. Okay, I have to be honest. Sometimes I don't want to be here. It's just like any other job. I don't care what it is. When you're doing a job, sometimes you want to be there, sometimes you don't. Okay, here's another question. Will he actually prepare for hours before a show? Well, I come in here, the show is live at 8 o'clock in the morning. I come in here about 6:30 and do prep work every morning. So an and a half every morning. I think that's pretty good prep work. And sometimes, and I do work at home too, like when I pull these interviews and things like that. Can he talk for 10 minutes without taking a phone call or cutting to audio? Well, I'm doing it right now. I've got another like 2 minutes to go until I've done 10 minutes. Yeah, I can do 10 minutes without cutting to audio or taking a phone call. So yes, I can. Does he ever make a point? No, I never make a point about anything. Why would I want to make a point about anything? No, I don't do that. Will he make your listeners think? I think I make some of the listeners think that I'm a complete idiot. Who's this moron on the air? Yeah, they're thinking, why is this douche on the air? That's what they're thinking. Do listeners enjoy listening, or is he in the background so they don't have to think about their workday? I don't know what that means. That's a stupid question to ask. I'm not, if you're going to listen to the show, you're probably listening to hear my blabber, but I don't get that one. Okay. When he was in his prime, was the most popular radio figure Wolfman Jack? Now, what are you talking about, baby? No. It wasn't Wolfman Jack. Though my first radio job was running Wolfman Jack in Reno, Nevada from midnight to 6 a.m. So that was my first radio gig, was running the Wolfman Jack show. So no, Wolfman Jack was, I wasn't in my prime. I was just starting. Does he kind of remind you of Wolfman Jack? What are you talking about, baby? I'm the only Wolfman. I'm the only Wolfman Jack. All right. No, don't remind anybody of Wolfman Jack. Will it repeat? Who wrote these questions up? I mean, come on. Will it repeat the time and the temperature as if every single car in America doesn't have both of these directly above the radio? Right now, the time is 8:29 and it is 69 degrees. It's always 69 here in the studio. All right. I'm telling you, somebody wrote these out. Would listeners care if he was replaced? Hell no. They wouldn't care if I was replaced or not. Why would they care? Are you sure about that? Yes, I am completely sure that the listeners would not care if I was replaced or not. All right, it is control. Thank you very much. All right, so my days are numbered, people. All right, Control Chaos. KCAA 1050 on 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Back in more chaos. I'm not replaced yet, but it's coming to a station near you. All right, we'll be back after this.
All aboard the Inland Empire Express. 1050 AM, leaving no listeners behind. KCAA.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hey, this is Gary Garver. You know, I've been having trouble getting a good night's sleep lately. Maybe you have too. Well, if you have been, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study to help you find out how to get a great night of sleep. I've been having sleeping issues during the night lately for a number of reasons. South Pacific Sleep Lab evaluated me with an overnight study of my sleep pattern. With their professional staff, they were able to provide me with a diagnosis of my sleep pattern, and ever since, I haven't had much of a problem getting a great night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including one in Fontana, and they will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just give them a call at 844-SAD-5050 to schedule your appointment today. That's 844-SAD-5050.
If there was one movie role you could have played in your career out of all the movies, what would it have been?
One, if I only had one to give?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. Runaway Train. I don't know. That's what came to my mind, but.
Yeah. Cool. Let me ask you something. If there was one thing you take back in your life, what would it have been? There's one moment in your life that you could have taken back. Is there one?
I got a lot of those, and I don't want to discuss them.
Good. You got to listen.
On my mind every day.
I hear you. Hey, is global warming real?
Well, you know, they keep adjusting. They want to have a crisis. The people who are behind this global warming, they want to have that fear spread and the crisis. So when you have freezing temperatures across the country, they try to change
That's global cooling this time.
Now it's something else. You know, it's climate change. But you know, we're all concerned about many things. But I don't think fossil fuels are responsible for the weather in the way these guys represent it. We should be more balanced. We should have some common sense. You know, like people saying, well, we have to just dump fossil fuels and go to this other technology, when the technology is not quite ready. Certainly it would be nice to make the air cleaner and do all of that, and I think that everybody should, pitch in and do that, and I think we are. But we have to make these transitions. It's like anything else. You have something almost there, like, for instance, these digital cameras that are creating many of the films now. Well, if we turned it over in 1990 when they first appeared, we'd have very poor films. Do you know what I mean? But and even the CDs, remember, they had performances where they didn't have the highs and lows on the original CDs, and now they're kind of correcting that. So people have CDs.
There he is. That's Casanova.
Casanova, he knows what he's doing.
He's a rapper. Hey, can you do a rap for Mr. Voigt?
Oh, yes, I do. This is the man that let me anoint, the one and only, the legendary, yes, John Voigt.
That's John Voight, and I gotta say, John made a whole bunch of movies, and they are on. He's an Oscar winner. I have him for dinner. You say it like that, but he's not a beginner. Just like this, and I gotta anoint with Mr. Gary Garver. This is John Voight.
Hey! This is the Gary Garver Show. If you're not listening to Gary, you.
Yeah, there's no global warming out there. You know how hot it is back in New York in the Northeast, man? It's like burning up. I was watching the U.S. Open tennis tournament a couple days ago. It's like 115 degrees on the court. Yeah, no global warming. No global warming at all. All right, Control Chaos. KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Right now, we got a friend of mine on the phone. He's a comedian. He's got a great YouTube channel. It's the Jersey Outlaw, Jimmy Lee. Jimmy, how are you?
Doing good, Gary. Long time. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been, buddy?
I'm hanging in, man. I'm hanging in. Everything's cool. Just keep on doing the Control Chaos show and trying to survive out here in the land of hell, Los Angeles.
Better to hang in, better than hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am.
If you follow my drift.
Yeah, I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on and hanging out. Well, listen, man. You're back east, right? Right now, are you in Jersey right now?
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. Yep.
How hot is it out there, dude? Is it man? It's been like the hottest.
89, but it's going to be 95.
And that's and believe me, and the humidity out there. The crazy thing is, people don't understand. On the East Coast, it's really humid. I mean, it gets crazily humid.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, it's
you gotta stay indoors.
You got to stay indoors, huh? Yeah, well, and believe me, we had the hottest summer out here on record in July. August was pretty hot. It's sort of cooling down a little bit. But anyways, listen, man, Jimmy, you're a great comedian. Now you sort of switched off. You told me off the air that you stopped doing comedy, I guess, stand-up comedy. Why did you stop doing stand-up comedy?
I just kind of looked at it, Gary, a little bit like a business, and I looked where I was branding, and I was branding more when I started doing these street reels. I kind
You what?
Caught on more. It's pretty much street comedy, insult style, it's a little like a Rickles, but I take it on the street with security guards and models and pretty much go all over the country. The show's called Dangerously Funny, and the YouTube channel's built really strong because of this show. So I'm branding more with that. So I'm focusing more on what's branding me better.
Okay.
That's all I did.
So
a lateral move.
So what you're doing is sort of like what I did on the red carpet with celebrities. You're just doing it to normal people.
Yeah. It's like try out the insult dog, basically. Yeah, it's pretty much Rickles on the street. It's what you did when you once said that thing. Oh, you said something so funny to O.J. Simpson.
Oh, I asked him if he was sharp. Yeah. Yeah, I asked him if he was sharpening his knives in case he got remarried, and that wasn't. He didn't dig that.
No, you said something about how you get the blood off the cloth.
Oh, do you have any? No. Here, I got.
Oh, I couldn't stop laughing.
I asked him, "Do you have any advice for getting blood stains out?" That's what.
Yeah, like he was guilty, and I'm like, damn, you. It's pretty much that style. It's pretty much like that. Yeah.
All right. So what do you? So hold on. You got models and security guards. Where are you doing this? You doing this in Jersey? You're doing this in Manhattan? Where you doing
Jersey, New York City, South Beach, Las Vegas. We just did one out in Beverly Hills, and based on city, I picked either pretty ladies to accompany me or security guys based on the ambiance in the city. And I pretty much take a camera crew and a photographer, and I go up to a black guy, go, how long you been black? Like stuff like that. Go up to an old guy, say, you must have been some before electricity. They throw dirt on you Tuesday, the viewing's Thursday. It's pretty much that style.
Now how did
stuff in the 80s.
Now how did most people take it? Did people get upset with you and want to take a swing at you, or are people cool, or how does it?
Most people are cool, but you do get the occasional one that gets a little funny, and that you kind of know when not to do a skit with someone, so you walk. And I haven't got hit or punched yet, but there's been a couple close calls.
Yeah, man. I mean, some people might get offended. They're having a bad day or something like that, and you wig out on them. You sort of insult them, and then they don't know how to handle it. But if they see a camera, they got to sort of be, cool about it, I would think.
I went up to this girl, Gar, in Atlantic City, and I actually asked permission to insult her. I say, may I say something? And she says, what? I said, you got to be one of the ugliest bros I ever seen in my life. If your face was on a pony, it would be condemned. And I walked away, and the camera zoomed in on her, and she was dying. 2 funny lines and a walk away. So it's stuff like that. It's that old Rickles Dangerfield style. That's really what it is.
That's great. Now, what's the channel? It's Jimmy Lee, and what they look it up on YouTube. It's Jimmy Lee, and what else? What's the title?
So
of
the
it?
YouTube channel, Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, and then the TV show is called Dangerously Funny. So if you Google Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, Dangerously Funny, you'll see all the reels up. Our 2 latest reels, Gar, the New York City reel, 1.1 million views, and the AC reel we put up about a month back, over 500,000 views. So people are watching this a lot more than the stand-up shows, and that was one of the reasons I switched off.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, doing stand-up, it's hard to get paid and all that. It's just a bunch of, it's a hassle. I mean, with this, I'm sure you're monetizing this, correct?
Monetizing on YouTube, but then say what you think, Gar, and I'll be upfront and honest. I'm still laying out money, but the beauty, Gar, with this is this is actually fun. I don't have to rehearse because it's very natural for me to do this, and it's not that time-consuming. Stand-up, you have to beg to get a show. Half the time you don't get paid, and then you got to wait for your turn, and it's just too much work.
Yeah.
And this is easier and more fun. It's just nice.
Yeah, you can do it on your own terms. You don't have to deal with the other comedians and all that crap. I get it.
So much horse shit, and I'm
you
older
can't
now.
swear. You can't swear. You can't swear, brother. Can't swear. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I apologize. I'm older now. You know what, Gar? I want to do what I enjoy and what people like.
Amen to that. Amen to that, Jimmy. I feel the same way. I feel I'm at the point in my career too. Like if I left the radio show, if I stopped doing this, big deal. I'm over it. I don't want to have to. I don't have to sweat. I don't have to work. I already grinded for 30 years in the radio business, and I know you've done the same thing as in the comedic field. You don't want to grind anymore. You're sick of it, right?
You get to a point, Gar, where you start to look at, what's more comfortable to you than what's making you money, and you start to change. I think when you hit 50, you get a paradigm shift. Because I'm in my early 50s, and that's pretty much what happened to me.
You do.
Same thing.
You do. I'm 56.
Yeah.
You get I like the paradigm shift. I dig that. You're right.
It's the truth.
It is the truth because you're just tired of it.
I'll tell you about my wife. I know you're going to ask me about my wife.
Yeah.
My wife's giving me a lot of problems now.
What's wrong? What's wrong with your wife?
Well, she's Asian, and I told her the other night, I said, Lynn, look at the black card. Where's your green card? I had it out with her, guy. I'm not going to lie to you. I told her.
You told her straight out.
I told her.
You going to get ice on her?
You get moody, Gar, ever since Pearl Harbor. You got to be very careful with the Asians.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, don't get...
3 years in the Philippines looking for her uncle. 3 years.
3 years.
In the Philippines.
You sure?
For her uncle.
You sure she just wasn't a separation from you?
Marino found her for me. Mike Marino. He dug her out.
He dug her up. Dug her from the grave. Yeah. All right, man.
Well, I get a load of this guy. I got a new girlfriend, and she's a blow-up doll.
Oh yeah.
She takes my breath away.
Oh, all right, man. All right.
She's really nice. Sometimes I'll let the air out of her, and she'll fly around the room. Sometimes she plays hard to get with me. We play a lot. We have fun.
You have fun. I love it. The great Jimmy Lee. Hey, when you come back into L.A.
Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw.
Yeah, the Jersey Outlaw. Listen, when you come back to L.A., come and hit me up and come down to the studio. We're in Encino, and come down and hang out with us, all right? Or me, anyways.
And you know what, Gar? I want to, on a serious note, I can kid a lot, but when you have people, when you're struggling through the entertainment industry to believing, and there's not many, when Gary Garver is one of them, I want to say on the air, Gary, thanks for believing in me and allowing me to come on because, every performer struggles and they need people to support them, and you are one of those people, and on a serious note, thank you for that.
Oh, my pleasure, Jimmy. Anytime, man. If you have anything going on, just hit me up. I mean, I haven't heard from you in months or whatever, and you finally emailed me, and I'm like, well, man, let's get Jimmy on the air, man. I mean, come on, of course. We're brothers, man. I want to help my brothers out,
You're a good man. And when I come back out there, I'll call you. I'm going to possibly be in Vegas and I'm on shooting. If I go out, I'll send maybe maybe I can jump on a phone call with you while we shoot one day.
Yeah, definitely.
Right while we're shooting.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Definitely hit me up when you come to Vegas, okay? And we'll definitely do something.
So,
all right, brother.
Thank you guys so much for your believing in me. Everybody have a great day. Don't forget Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. He's the only outlaw wanted in 48 states for bad comedy.
You never made it up to Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah, he's the only outlaw nobody wants.
Nobody wants, just like me. All right, no talk shows.
Well, we'll hang out at the home and we'll play sport.
Can't wait to hit that age. All right, all right, Jimmy. Take care. God bless you, man.
Love you guys.
All right,
have a wonderful day.
You too, brother. All right, take care, man. All right, it's Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. Check out his YouTubes. I love it. He does insults people. It's got to be fantastic to go up to a woman and just say, "You're the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my entire life," and get a reaction from her. Wouldn't you like to do that, fellas? Or women would love to say, you know what? You're the ugliest dude I've ever seen. I wouldn't have sex with you if you paid me $1 million. Oh. Wouldn't that be a heartbreaker? All right, you guys take care. All right, Control Chaos. We'll be back after this.
Personal responsibility is mandatory. Grown-ups shouldn't be able to get their feelings hurt with mere words. Elected officials should work for common people. Good morning, San Bernardino and the world. It's controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
In his book, From the Trench to the Bench, Judge Herb Dodell demystifies the legal system, including both civil and criminal, the lawyers, the judges, and the process. As a judge, former deputy district attorney, and criminal defense attorney, he knows the legal system. He has the inside information that you need to pick a lawyer, and he's here to give it to you. No matter what you're facing that makes you think you may need a lawyer, Judge Herb will shed valuable light on your situation and reveal your best options and many secrets of how the judicial system actually works. To find out more about how the legal system really works, you can get your copy of Judge Herb Dodell's eye-opening book, From the Trench to the Bench, at Amazon.com.
Can you name all the Baldwin brothers?
No way. There's about 19 of them, isn't it?
Well, do you think there's too much sex and violence on primetime television?
Yes. Should be more on cable.
Balls?
Depends who's talking.
You ever masturbated in your dressing room?
I masturbated for the first time the other day, man. Honest to God. First time. Never masturbated 42 years. But I did, man. And I called out somebody's name. I can't say who it was, honey. But I did.
Thanks a lot, Bernie.
You're welcome, man.
Gary Garver, Jew of the... Oh, what can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
That was the great Bernie Mac. Can you name all the Baldwin brothers? There's a lot of them. It is Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. And speaking of the Baldwin brothers, here's an interview I did with one of the Baldwin brothers. Yes, Daniel Baldwin, one of the Baldwin. I think they got Alec, Billy, Steven, and Daniel. I think I named them all. That's 4 of them. Okay, here's Daniel Baldwin. Danny. Hey, what's up, man?
Bro, how are you?
Hey, are you counted as one of 100 stars tonight?
No, I'm not even a quarter star. Isabella's a big star, though.
Hey, what do you have to say about Rosie O'Donnell coming out of the closet?
I think it's great for Rosie. I think it was time for her to do it, and what does it really matter anyway?
Do you think that we should allow cloning to take place for spare parts?
Say the question again?
Do you think we should allow cloning to take place for spare parts?
All my parts are still working right now at 41, but, if they ever stop falling apart or anything, yeah, I'm looking for a trade-in.
Do you think blacks are entitled to some sort of reparations for being slaves in the United States?
No, I have no comment on it. It doesn't make any difference to me.
When you die, will Christ be in your thoughts?
I am Christ. It doesn't matter.
Would you ever beat someone up for censoring a speech of yours at an award ceremony?
I would send him to the gladiator pit.
Do you think Harvey Weinstein is behind the scheme to ruin A Beautiful Mind's chance for an Oscar?
Harvey Weinstein for president.
What do you personally think of carpet munchers?
I say, when in doubt, clean your carpet.
And can you name all your brothers?
Harpo, Zeppo, Groucho, and Lupo.
Thanks a lot, Danny.
All right,
I love that. Daniel Baldwin, I should say. So anyways, can you name all your brothers? Right. And I love the Harvey Weinstein for president. Now, remember, that interview took place 16 years ago. I don't think Daniel Baldwin would want Harvey Weinstein for president. I think he'd have a different point of view on that. All right, listen, it is Controlled Chaos on KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Some things to take away. Eat an egg every day to help your health out. Olive oil, yes. Teaspoon of olive oil every day if you want to, for guys anyways, instead of Viagra, so you're not impotent, okay? Clears the arteries, too. And Sarah Palin, not invited to John McCain's funeral. Just a few things to take away from the Controlled Chaos radio show today. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll be back mañana. Yeah.
York blues. In New York blues, yeah. In New York blues, blues, blues. In New York blues. Oh, yeah. I see your hair is burning. Hills are filled with fire. If they say I never loved you, you know they are a liar. Driving down your freeway, midnight alleys roam. Cops in cars, the topless bars, never saw a woman so alone, so alone, so alone, so alone. Motel money, murder madness. Between the mood from glad to sadness.